The BBK 1 3/4 inch ceramic tuned length shorty headers are a good choice for your 09 to 18 5.7 Ram 1500 if you're interested in picking up some good low to mid-range power and torque while getting a pretty aggressive sound out of your Hemi motor. Now the 1 3/4 size is a good middle option as far as the primary size, so expect good gains for both naturally aspirated and forced induction setups. If you're looking for a sound and power gain other than a catback, but you don't want to spend a ton on long tube headers, these shorties come in right around the $450 mark. The installation is still very much involved, however. It definitely requires mechanical expertise, so expect a full 3 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter. Now, if you are looking to get a sound and power increase for your 5.7 Hemi, then a set of manifolds or headers for your Ram is a great way to go. Shorty headers like these are a more affordable way to see that increase in both of those areas while also keeping your ride street legal. A great bonus for those of you in areas that don't allow you to relocate your catalytic converters or delete them altogether. What that basically means is emissions restrictive states such as California, for instance, don't legally allow you to pick up long tube headers because it does move your cats. These shorty headers keep those locations the same but still allow you to see a bump in power and sound, which is one of their benefits, especially Californians. Now these headers are CNC machined from a mild steel, which of course isn't as durable as a stainless, so guys out there in wintry weather areas seeing a lot of road salt might see a bit of surface corrosion faster than those who don't, but it still holds up a pretty long time. These have a ceramic coating to beef up that durability, which is what I'd recommend for those guys in salty areas. Now those chrome options out there are prone to colorizing that bluish rainbow tint from the heat, while ceramic coatings keep their finish here. There's no direct effect on performance, but it does affect the material's longevity for appearance. Now, if you're looking for more power and sound with a more durable finish, the ceramic tuned length option here is available for, like I said, about $450. Keep in mind they do work just fine with your stock catback, although an aftermarket exhaust would definitely pair well with these to increase power and sound. Now ultimately, will you see as big of a gain from shorties as you would from long tubes? Not exactly, but they are overall more affordable, they're marginally less of a hassle to install, and they still do really well for performance. Shorties are known to show gains in that low to mid range on the RPM band, whereas long tubes typically show bigger gains at the top end. Now the sound here is a lot more aggressive than your factory headers, especially when paired up with that aftermarket catback. Now as for the tuned length, there arguably isn't really a very noticeable difference between performance of a tuned length shorty header versus an equal or unequal length header. Some people will say they hear a little bit more rumble or even backfire from one over the other, but at the end of the day, you shouldn't expect any real performance gains from grabbing one specific one over the other. Tuned length typically refers to the primary tubes meeting the collector in a specific order according to firing order, while equal length is just all 4 primaries being designed with the same equal length. What really does make a difference is the diameter of those primaries. This set is that 1 3/4 inch diameter, which is a perfect size for naturally aspirated motors and does a nice job gaining power on a supercharged setup as well. There are smaller 1 5/8 inch, which are usually for naturally aspirated motors, and larger 1 7/8 primaries, typically for supercharged or forced induction applications. This here is the best of both worlds, meeting right in the middle. Now the installation for a set of headers, regardless of whether it's a long tube, shorty, stock manifold replacement, they'll just be more involved than most other jobs. With that said, you want to have the full toolbox on deck, ratchets, sockets, varieties of extensions, power tools, along with a jack and jack stands, or even a lift if you have access to one. You'll definitely need some mechanical experience or professional help if you don't feel comfortable tackling it yourself. There's no shame handing it over to a shop nearby. That's why I'm giving it the full 3 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter, and you can expect about a day's worth of work to get it wrapped up. Now to wrap this one up here, if you're the owner of that 09 to 18 2-wheel or 4-wheel drive 5.7 Ram 1500, you might want to check out that BBK 1 3/4 inch ceramic tuned length shorty header, which you can get for yourself right here at AmericanTrucks.com.